We're interested in how the brain produces language. One of the aspects of language is the fact that the signals that are used for linguistic communication are learned. Well, it turns out when you look in the animal kingdom that that is a very, very rare phenomenon. Humans, some birds, and whales and dolphins are the only groups of animals that do the trick of hearing a sound and then imitating that sound. The little songbird will play a song to him for him to imitate. At that moment, he doesn't echo back. Instead, he makes a memory of that sound, sort of like hearing a melody. And then, as he learns to sing, he learns to play his vocal instrument and learns to play that melody that he heard earlier.
Within a very short period of time, you can see a bird develop from the egg to a mature adult with behavioral characteristics that we can measure and manipulate. It's simple tweaks to the environment really changes how the brain processes information. So what we do in our experiments is very simple. We keep the bird either in isolation, social isolation, or sound isolation, which is on the basis of very simple manipulation. But what we found is gross changes in how the brain processes information.
If it's raised in complete isolation, sort of like a wolf child or a child who might be abused, it doesn't develop a normal pattern of division of labor or lateralization between the two brain hemispheres. We don't exactly know whether these findings apply to young children, but if they do, it means that a rich auditory environment, exposure to speech, may be necessary to basic processes of brain development.
If some of the questions that we ask are found in normal human subjects, and then we have a bird model where we affect its learning, then we can start thinking about ways to treat it and do a training program or a remediation. And eventually we can bring that to the human literature and say, well, try this training program. It might help the human brain process information better.